issue, and every gay person is different. And I think that to speak the church, the black church or white church or any kind of church you want to call it, are all the same is totally.
Although Bishop T.D. Jakes has long been regarded as a pillar of faith and authority, his world seems to be unraveling as unexpected developments surface. New footage from Diddy's party has emerged, revealing more than anyone anticipated, and T.D. Jakes is now grappling with startling revelations about his connection to the music mogul. Following a recent arrest, questions have arisen about what really went on behind the scenes and why the once unshakable preacher appears to be shaken. Discover the intricate links and hidden mysteries that could potentially draw T.D. Jakes into a controversy that might tarnish his legacy by watching this revealing video. Before diving into the current situation that's pulling T.D. Jakes further into the public spotlight, let's explore the history between these two influential figures. The relationship between Diddy and T.D. Jakes dates back over a decade. It was in 2010 when their bond became visible to the public, as Diddy began to introduce his audience to T.D. Jakes' spiritual teachings. Many found it surprising that Diddy, a hip-hop mogul renowned for his lavish lifestyle and glamorous parties, would align himself with a prominent Christian bishop. However, it was clear that Diddy held T.D. Jakes' teachings in high regard, and their bond seemed genuine. By 2022, their connection was even more well-known with the launch of the television series Kingdom Culture with T.D. Jakes, which aired on Diddy's Revolt TV network. This collaboration allowed T.D. Jakes to expand his ministry beyond traditional church settings and into mainstream media, reaching a broader audience. Their bond was further solidified when Diddy openly acknowledged T.D. Jakes during his acceptance speech at the BET Lifetime Achievement Awards ceremony, naming him as a source of inspiration. They also began attending each other's high-profile gatherings, like birthday celebrations, which added a social dimension to their relationship. T.D. Jakes' relationship with Diddy has not been without its challenges. The bishop has often faced scrutiny over his association with the hip-hop mogul, especially when their connection became more publicly visible. One notable incident occurred when T.D. Jakes attended Diddy's 53rd birthday celebration in Los Angeles in 2022, which stirred up criticism among some members of the Christian community. A video of the event went viral, and many questioned whether it was appropriate for a man of faith to be present at one of Diddy's famously extravagant and lively parties. This led to a wave of skepticism as people asked, why would a spiritual leader like T.D. Jakes be at a gathering like this? In an effort to clarify the situation, Derek Williams, the executive vice president of entertainment for T.D. Jakes Enterprises, explained that T.D. Jakes was in Los Angeles on business, and his attendance at the party was brief. Williams stated that the bishop's presence was simply out of respect for Diddy, who had previously served as chairman of Revolt TV. He also emphasized that T.D. Jakes had only attended one event hosted by Diddy, trying to downplay the controversy surrounding the video. Despite these explanations, the incident continued to raise eyebrows and provoke further criticism. As a public figure, every move T.D. Jakes makes is scrutinized, especially when it appears to blur the lines between secular culture and religious values. Then, matters became even more complicated when legal troubles arose. In March 2023, Christian music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed a lawsuit citing T.D. Jakes' relationship with Diddy as part of the legal dispute, adding another layer of controversy to the preacher's already complicated situation. According to a recent lawsuit, Diddy allegedly planned to leverage his friendship with T.D. Jakes as a strategy to mitigate the fallout from his highly publicized legal battle with his ex-partner, Cassie Ventura. The lawsuit brought against Diddy by Cassie was filled with serious allegations, including claims of drug use, sexual misconduct, and other criminal activities taking place at his properties. These accusations intensified public scrutiny of Diddy, casting a shadow over his reputation and complicating his relationship with T.D. Jakes. Though T.D. Jakes may have once served as a spiritual advisor to Diddy, questions began to arise about whether the bishop's connection to the hip-hop pop mogul had crossed a line. Speculation grew in the media about whether Diddy was intentionally or unintentionally using T.D. Jakes' influence to soften the impact of these serious accusations. Even though there was no direct evidence linking TD Jakes to Diddy's legal troubles, the possibility that Diddy might have aimed to use Jakes' reputation stirred widespread media debate. Once again, TD Jakes found himself caught in a scandal that wasn't directly his, but one that highlighted his association with Diddy. In late 2023, TD Jakes became entangled in yet another wave of controversy linked to Diddy's parties. This time, the rumors took a much darker turn. Unverified claims started circulating online, suggesting that TD Jakes had acted inappropriately during these gatherings. Some social media users even sensationalized the rumors, accusing TD Jakes of committing acts of sexual assault at Diddy's events. These baseless accusations gained significant traction on platforms like YouTube and TikTok, despite their lack of credibility, quickly becoming a major topic of online discussion. Faced with these shocking and false allegations, TD Jakes, a devout leader with a global following, was forced to address the situation publicly. In a Christmas Eve webcast, he firmly denied the rumors, making it clear that these unfounded claims would not distract him from his mission or tarnish his reputation. His resolute stance aimed to reassure his followers that he would not be swayed by these attempts to damage his character. TD Jakes remained steadfast in his message of faith, refusing to let these false accusations shake his focus on his ministry. During his speech, he condemned those spreading the lies, emphasizing that even in the most challenging situations, true repentance is all that is required. However, he stressed that since the allegations were baseless, there was no reason for contrition. Reaffirming his unwavering belief in the power of God, TD Jakes declared that he would not let deceitful rumors hinder him from fulfilling his mission. He reassured his audience that he was in good spirits and urged them to continue focusing on their faith and praising God, telling them not to worry about him. The controversy deepened when reports emerged that some of the widely circulated videos accusing TD Jakes were created using artificial intelligence. According to NBC News, these AI-generated videos contributed to the confusion by spreading misinformation, falsely depicting TD Jakes engaging in inappropriate activities. In response, Jakes' team vehemently denounced the fabricated accusations, clarifying that the bishop had no involvement in Diddy's alleged misconduct. They highlighted that these manipulated videos were part of a larger disinformation campaign aimed at tarnishing the reputations of prominent individuals using falsified content. Despite TD Jakes' strong denials and his team's efforts to debunk the lies, the controversy has left a mark on his public image. While the allegations are unfounded, they have led some to question his association with Diddy, which was once seen as a strategic partnership for spreading his message. Now, that relationship is viewed by some as a liability rather than an asset, particularly in light of Diddy's ongoing legal troubles. Diddy's past has been marked by numerous controversies, impacting not only his own reputation, but also the industries he's involved in, including those where TD Jakes operates. One of the most notorious incidents took place in 1999 during a violent altercation between Diddy and Steve Stoute, Nas's former manager. After watching the final cut of Nas's music video, which included a scene that angered him, Diddy reportedly stormed into Stoute's office with two associates and assaulted him. Stoute later filed a lawsuit, which resulted in a $500,000 settlement, allowing Diddy to avoid significant legal consequences. However, this incident brought Diddy's temperament into the spotlight, raising questions about his impulse control. This clash was just the beginning of a series of more serious controversies in Diddy's life that would eventually cast shadows on his character and judgment. Later in December 1999, another confrontation involving Diddy unfolded, this time at a nightclub in Manhattan. That night, Diddy, his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, and rapper Shine found themselves at the center of a scandal when a shooting erupted following an argument. Diddy was subsequently arrested on weapons charges amid allegations that he had paid his driver to take the fall for a firearm found at the scene. Although Diddy managed to sidestep major legal repercussions in these early incidents, they laid the foundation for a growing public perception of him as someone with questionable decision-making and a volatile temper. These controversies not only tainted his own reputation, but also complicated his relationships with others. including his connection to T.D. Jakes, making it difficult for the bishop to distance himself from the turbulence surrounding Diddy's life. Questions about Diddy's morality and judgment intensified in December 1999, when he found himself involved in another major confrontation, this time at a Manhattan nightclub. That evening, Diddy, along with his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez and rapper Shyne, became embroiled in a scandal when a shooting occurred following a heated argument. Diddy was later arrested on weapons charges, with allegations surfacing that he had attempted to pay his driver to take the blame for a gun found at the scene. Despite the intense media coverage and the severity of the accusations, Diddy was ultimately acquitted of all charges, avoiding legal consequences once again. However, his protégé Shyne wasn't as fortunate. He was convicted and sentenced to 10 years in prison. This incident not only led to the end of Diddy's relationship with Jennifer Lopez, but also solidified his reputation for being linked to high-profile, violent disputes. Even after this highly publicized legal battle, Diddy remained under the microscope, with his actions continually drawing public attention. In 2001, he faced yet another brush with the law when he was arrested in Florida for driving with a suspended license. Though this offense was minor compared to his previous legal troubles, it reinforced the perception that Diddy was frequently running afoul of the law. Beyond his legal entanglements, Diddy's business ventures also came under scrutiny. In 2003, the National Labor Committee accused the manufacturers of Diddy's Sean John clothing line of violating Honduran labor laws. The allegations painted a troubling picture of poor working conditions, including body searches, inadequate wages, and forced overtime. Under pressure from various organizations, Diddy investigated these claims and improvements were made at the factory. While he managed to address the labor issues, this incident raised doubts about his ability to effectively oversee and manage his brand and business operations. Diddy also faced legal disputes closer to home, particularly with Kirk Burroughs, who had helped him establish Bad Boy Records. Burroughs claimed that he was unfairly cut out of the business, adding yet another layer to Diddy's history of contentious relationships and legal battles. These incidents collectively cast a shadow over Diddy's public image, raising persistent questions about his integrity and business ethics. Diddy faced allegations from Kirk Burroughs, who claimed that Diddy had used threats to force him out of his business shares. However, the statute of limitations led to the dismissal of this complaint, as well as several other legal disputes that have followed Diddy throughout his career. Despite escaping serious legal consequences in those cases, Diddy has continued to be plagued by lawsuits, accusations, and settlements, creating a cloud of controversy that extends into both the entertainment industry and religious circles. One of the most disturbing allegations against Diddy came to light in 2023 when R&B singer Cassie, who had both dated and collaborated with him, filed a lawsuit accusing him of severe abuse. Cassie's lawsuit painted a grim picture of her relationship with Diddy, alleging that he controlled various aspects of her life, both personal and professional, and subjected her to coercion and violence. The lawsuit detailed a relationship that began when Cassie was just 19 years old and Diddy was 36, highlighting a troubling pattern of manipulation and physical abuse. One of the most shocking moments described in the lawsuit occurred in 2016, when surveillance footage captured Diddy allegedly chasing Cassie through a Los Angeles hotel corridor and assaulting her outside an elevator. This disturbing video appeared to support Cassie's claims that Diddy's behavior frequently involved anger, intoxication, and violence. Although Diddy publicly apologized for his actions depicted in the video and acknowledged that they were unacceptable, the damage to his reputation was significant. The case was settled for an undisclosed amount just one day after it was filed. In September 2024, Diddy faced even more serious charges when he was indicted on racketeering and sex trafficking. These allegations accused Diddy of exploiting his position and power to intimidate and manipulate women for his own benefit. The indictment marked a dramatic turning point in Diddy's career, casting a long shadow over his public image. Despite his attorney's attempts to secure a $50 million bond, the U.S. magistrate judge denied bail, citing concerns over potential witness intimidation. As a result, Diddy is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, awaiting trial. He continues to vehemently deny all the charges against him, but this latest scandal has undoubtedly marked a major shift in his life and career trajectory. Despite his legal team's ambitious attempt to secure a $50 million bond, the U.S. magistrate judge denied Diddy bail, citing concerns over potential witness intimidation. As Diddy fiercely denies the accusations and vows to clear his name, he remains in custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. The man behind a multi-million-dollar empire now finds himself in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons, facing accusations of violent, manipulative, and criminal behavior. Despite his claims of innocence, the ongoing legal battles have painted a troubling picture of someone whose past continues to catch up with him. Diddy's arrest has not only shaken the entertainment industry, but has also sent ripples through religious communities, affecting prominent figures like Bishop T.D. Jakes. Known for his messages of faith, accountability, and redemption, Jakes found himself in a challenging position as details of Diddy's troubled history came to light. Even though Jakes and Diddy's connection might not seem immediately apparent, the bishop was inevitably drawn into the controversy due to his role as a spiritual leader and the public's expectations of his moral stance on issues of violence and misconduct. In a recent sermon, T.D. Jakes addressed the importance of faith and integrity without explicitly naming Diddy. However, many people interpreted his words as a veiled reference to the disturbing allegations against the music mogul, particularly the widely circulated footage of Diddy allegedly assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Jakes' remarks, reflecting anger and frustration as he spoke about the impact of such actions on his own daughters, suggested that he was well aware of the gravity of the situation and the public pressure to address it head-on. While Jakes stopped short of directly calling for Diddy's arrest, other religious figures like megachurch pastor Jamal Bryant were more vocal, demanding that Diddy be held accountable for his actions. For T.D. Jakes, the issue was complicated further by revelations of his association with Diddy, sparking speculation and scrutiny from those who view his moral leadership as a benchmark in both religious and public circles. In an interview, American radio personality and blogger Jason Lee stirred the pot by suggesting that T.D. Jakes was among several high-profile individuals who had attended Diddy's infamous parties. Lee was careful to clarify that simply attending these events didn't imply involvement in any wrongdoing, but the mere mention of Jakes' name in the context of Diddy's current scandal raised eyebrows and fueled speculation. Lee went on to list other celebrities like Beyoncé, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, and Jay-Z as guests at Diddy's gatherings, insisting that their presence didn't necessarily mean they participated in anything questionable. For T.D. Jakes, whose career has been built on a foundation of faith, morality, and leadership, being linked to Diddy at a time when the music mogul's reputation is under such intense scrutiny could prove problematic. As public demand grows for accountability in all areas of life, Jakes may find himself navigating a delicate balance between his principles and the reality of his associations, especially if the connections to Diddy continue to spark doubt among his followers. The potential for significant reputational damage looms large for T.D. Jakes after a Facebook user reportedly circulated a list of celebrities, including Jakes, who were allegedly present at Diddy's controversial parties. This list, combined with Jason Lee's earlier comments, has fueled speculation. Even if the authenticity of the list remains questionable, the mere association with Diddy during such a tumultuous time could be damaging, especially considering the serious allegations leveled against the music mogul. For T.D. Jakes, the timing of these revelations couldn't be worse. The preacher has spent decades building his image as a respected spiritual and moral leader. Being even remotely linked to someone facing such grave accusations as Diddy now does threatens to undermine the trust and respect Jakes has earned within his community. While Diddy is solely responsible for his actions, the fact that Jakes' name is now intertwined with his raises questions about the pastor's discernment and judgment. Did Jakes know about the darker aspects of Diddy's lifestyle? What motivated him to maintain his connection with the music mogul despite these controversies? In the midst of these challenges, T.D. Jakes has found support in individuals like Keon Henderson, the founder of the Lighthouse Church and Ministries. Henderson has publicly defended Jakes against the rumors, emphasizing his unwavering loyalty to the pastor. In an interview, Henderson likened his relationship with Jakes to that of a father and son, highlighting the guidance and support Jakes has provided him through major life events, including personal achievements and real estate deals. Henderson also pointed out society's tendency to focus on scandal and controversy, often to the detriment of individuals' reputations. He argued that people are quick to latch onto negative narratives, sometimes blowing situations out of proportion and unfairly vilifying those involved. Henderson's steadfast loyalty to Jakes, despite the swirling rumors, speaks volumes about his belief in the pastor's character and integrity. He made it clear that his support for Jakes would not waver due to public opinion or sensationalized gossip. Henderson's public defense underscores the seriousness of the situation and hints at the real concern over the potential damage this controversy could inflict on T.D. Jakes' legacy. By standing by Jakes in these trying times, Henderson signals that this incident could indeed have significant repercussions for the pastor's image and influence, even as he works to preserve his reputation as a leader guided by faith and morality. Keon Henderson's reluctance to engage in speculation about T.D. Jakes' connection to Diddy suggests a cautious approach from Jakes' supporters when it comes to addressing this controversial link. Despite T.D. Jakes' status as one of the most influential preachers in the world, his career has not been without its challenges, which is why the recent controversies involving Diddy could be a significant concern for him. A fresh wave of controversy has emerged, centered on the surprising connection between T.D. Jakes and Diddy, particularly in light of Diddy's ongoing conflict with rapper Mase, who was once signed to Diddy's Bad Boy label. Mase has openly accused Diddy of undervaluing his contributions and blocking him from releasing his work. In a song titled Oracle 2, The Liberation of Mase and Betha, Mase made a striking allegation, claiming that Diddy had some kind of agreement with T.D. Jakes. He insinuated that this supposed arrangement was the reason Diddy never compensated him, with the lyrics stating, "Diddy never paid me because he had a deal with T.D. Jakes." This cryptic remark raised questions about the nature of the relationship between T.D. Jakes and Diddy. Was Mase implying that T.D. Jakes was somehow involved in his financial dispute with Diddy? Or was he suggesting that Diddy was using his connection to Jakes as a way to avoid paying his debts to Mase? While the specifics of Mase's claims remain unclear, they have certainly ignited a wave of speculation and debate regarding T.D. Jakes' possible involvement. Neither T.D. Jakes nor Diddy has publicly addressed these particular allegations. But the mere suggestion of a covert agreement between the pastor and the rapper has generated significant discussion. Some critics have even revisited past concerns about both figures, accusing them of being disingenuous and opportunistic, presenting a facade of control and empowerment while allegedly engaging in dubious activities behind the scenes. As fans and onlookers dig deeper into this situation, they are trying to piece together the truth behind these claims, questioning whether there is more to the connection between T.D. Jakes and Diddy than meets the eye.